Hello and welcome to another video from IELTS Master. For today's video, we have a task 2 writing topic. The topic is, to what extent do you agree or disagree with the idea that technology is having a negative impact on society? So it's totally agree or disagree, and again, to what extent? So you can completely or you can partially. Okay. So let's start the introduction. Technology has undeniably reshaped the fabric of modern society, influencing how we communicate, work, and live. While some argue that it brings more harm than good, I believe that although technology introduces certain challenges, its overall impact on society is overwhelmingly positive when used responsibly. So, in the introduction, we are trying to say how technology is interwoven to the society, how nowadays we cannot think ourselves detached from technology. And again, if we are using technology in a positive way, it will be a benefit for us. So let's start the first body para. Critics often point to the decline of face to face interaction and the rise of digital addiction as evidence of technology's detrimental influence. Social media, in particular, has been linked to mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, especially among adolescents. Furthermore, the increasing automation of jobs due to artificial intelligence and robotics has raised concerns about long term unemployment and widening income inequality. So, here in the first body para, we are trying to say what the opponents are saying regarding technology in a negative way, that with the rise of social medias like Facebook, WhatsApp, we do not meet people physically. Rather, we are meeting them online, like doing a video call with them, or maybe we are just having a voice call, something like that. And also, we are trying to say that with automation, like AI taking over jobs, like recently we read in the newspaper Bill Gates saying that in 10 years AI will be taking over in most of the sectors, making people unemployed. But though he's not saying in that way, he said that people will be having more time to spend with family. And we know that will be making people unemployed. Okay, so that's something that has been said by the critics, that technology is not good. Now let's check what is the second body para. However, these issues stem more from misuse or lack of regulation than from technology itself. When harnessed correctly, technology enhances productivity, promotes global connectivity, and democratizes access to information. For instance, during COVID-19 pandemic, digital tools enabled remote work and online learning, preventing educational and economic systems from collapsing. Medical technology has also seen revolutionary advances with innovations such as telemedicine and AI assisted diagnostics improving healthcare outcomes globally. So, the positive side that has been explained here, is about yes, there can be misuse if somebody is not aware of the positive sides. But again, we have all experienced this one that during COVID 19, technology was only the way that we had everything gripped into. Like our life was life because of technology. And yes, from that time only 90% of the companies they started work from home culture. And now we don't go like we don't want to go back to the offices. So that is also introduced with the help of technology. And we have seen kids having online classes. And nowadays, these are like the new normal that was introduced thanks to technology. Okay. Moreover, technology empowers social movements, giving marginalized voices a platform and enabling real time information sharing. So, technology helps us with social movements, and also more people they can sign a petition. If we are using technology, we can just have a Google form and get that signed up like that. Environmental monitoring systems, renewable energy technologies, and smart infrastructure further illustrate how technological innovation can address global challenges rather than exacerbate them. So, again, we are trying to say that with the help of these, it makes our life easier rather than making issues in our life. Now, let's check the conclusion. In conclusion, while technology does introduce certain societal challenges, these are not inherent flaws, but rather reflections of how we chose to implement and regulate it. I strongly disagree with the notion that technology is a net negative force in society. Instead, I see it as a powerful tool that, when guided by ethical and inclusive policies, contributes positively to human progress. So, the point of view that we're trying to give in this essay is technology is not negative, but it is positive. And this is something that nowadays we believe in too, that if we are using technology the way, like following every single thing in an ethical way, in a practical way, then it is for the good for the human being. Okay, and now let's check the vocabulary. The word or the phrase is reshape the fabric. Synonyms or explanation are transform the structure or fundamentally changed. Next is detrimental influence, which means harmful impact or damaging effect. The next is digital addiction, and that stands for technology overuse, compulsive internet or screen use. And seeing this reminds me that my phone has a notification. It says how much time I used my phone this week. Sometimes it says that, oh, you used your phone 30 minutes less than average. And that thing makes me happy sometimes, seeing that I'm not that much addicted. Like, I'm 30 minutes less addicted. Next is automation, means machine replacement or mechanization. Next is democratizes access, which means makes access equal or expands availability. Next is telemedicine, which is remote healthcare, virtual medical consultation. Next, empowers social movements, which means strengthens activism, supports public advocacy. Next, smart infrastructure, which means intelligent urban systems, tech integrated city planning. Second last is harnessed correctly, means used wisely or implemented effectively. The last one is net negative force, meaning overall harmful presence, more bad than good. Now let's see why this essay will work. Hmm. First is clear position. This essay clearly disagrees with the negative view of technology that the topic was about. And this, like the view that I'm disagreeing to the negative fact that is being told, is maintained throughout the essay. And that is essential for the task achievement part. Next is balance argument. It acknowledges the opposing views. So we also said that critics, they used to say this. So we are trying to say what the opponents are trying to say. And this also strengthens our essay that, yes, this is the reason why people think that technology is not good, but I have my own reasons to say why technology is good. Cohesion and coherence. So each para, it is flowing logically with the connectors that we need, the linking words we need. So critics often point to, and then we say, however, moreover, in conclusion. So these are really, really the band fetchers. Fourth point is advanced vocabulary and grammar. This essay is using high level vocabulary that we can see, and also like there are different types of complex sentences and structures that we are using, and there is no grammatical mistakes or errors. So if you're writing an essay like this, it will be definitely giving us 8+ bands for sure. Talking about examples, we said about COVID-19, remote work, telemedicine, AI in healthcare. These are all examples that has been used right now, and these are relevant too. People, they can really, whenever you say about AI in healthcare, I can refer back to something that comes to my mind, like any EMR system that is using AI. So these are something like COVID-19. Anyone who is watching this video right now, they can refer back to the date that it happened. March 2020. In some countries, some countries it was already in December 2019. So we can relate to that. Some of us already have seen things that was really bad during COVID-19. So yes, the feelings can vary. And now some IELTS writing task 2 tips. Understanding the question type. First thing that we do when we get the question paper in our IELTS, or if you're trying to apply or like attempt the IELTS examination online. So when you see the paper online, the question online, so you try to understand what type of essay is this. So first try to understand the question type. Is it opinion based, or is it advantage, disadvantages, problem solution? Try to think what the examiner is looking for. If you have practiced an essay in advantages and disadvantages, and it's the same topic coming up, and like you are getting the same exact topic in opinion based, just try to write that in opinion based pattern, not in advantages and disadvantages. Things like that can happen, like they can try to shuffle things around. So just try to check what the question is asking for before jumping into conclusion. Next is planning before writing. Every time anybody asks me about IELTS writing, I tell them just to have some time in their hand whenever they're getting or seeing the questions, try to jot down a few lines, maybe the points that you are going for. Try to jot that down in your spare notes that you're having, like a paper or anything, and use a good amount of 5 minutes for that. 5 minutes or 4 minutes, but less than 5 minutes, not more than that. Because if you overspend your time, you will be getting less time to write, which is not again good. This, like 5 minutes or 4 minutes that you're using before writing your examination, it helps you to organize all the points like body para 1, what should I do? Or body para 2, what exact example should I give? You should be prepping the examples during that first 5 minutes. Next is take a clear position. Yes, like if you're going for to what extent and you are saying that partial, try to hold that position that yes, partial, if I'm agreeing, this is because of this. Or if you're just saying that I completely disagree with this point, go for it. Just say why. And you have to provide examples solidifying why. Next is use clear topic sentences. So each para should be beginning with a clear sentence that is introducing what is coming up next. It is just like a trailer for that movie that you are going to show. Next is using varied sentence structures. Mix like simple sentences with complex and compound sentences to demonstrate grammatical range if you want higher band score. But again, if you're not aiming for anything 8 plus, or maybe you are having a fear that if I'm trying to use complex sentences, what will happen? Try to bring that down to compound sentences because sometimes if you're trying to make sentences complex, it does not work in your favor. And also, there are teachers that try to discourage you that if your level is not that high in English, don't try to go for complex sentences. So think about it. If you know that you are expert in English, you know how to write it, you know how to tackle it, go for complex sentences. But if you think that if I'm writing this and this is not a correct structure, not a correct grammatical structure, avoid it. Next is using academic or formal tone that we all know now that we should be avoiding slangs or any casual expressions or like contraction don't, won't, can't, like those. So try to avoid if you have used that while reviewing your paper at the end, try to rectify that. And the last thing is sticking to the word count 250 to 300. If you're writing less than that, you won't be getting the score, to be honest. But if you're writing more than that, maybe you're taking extra sheet or maybe you're just adding lines after lines, that won't be helping you because you will be losing the time that you should be using to review at the end of your writing task. So that being said, if you found my video is informative, it helped you, give me a thumbs up. That will help me and I will be making more videos like this. If you're appearing for your IELTS exam, then keep on practicing. If you know somebody is appearing for their IELTS exam, maybe your friends or family, try to share the video with them, subscribe to my channel, and if you want a specific task 2 topic for IELTS writing in a video, just let me know. I will be more than happy to prepare on that topic, and if that helps you, nobody will be more happy than me. So, all the best for your future if you're appearing for the exam or if you will appear for the exam in the future. And we will see you again in the next video.